Wowee guys, Wales versus Ireland. Is Wales rugby back? I thought they were absolutely immense at Principality, and look, Ireland, a mentally tough side. Guys, usually I wear the victorious team's jersey after they've won the game, but today I'm wearing the Welsh one, even though they lost the game. Guys, in this video I'm going to cover three main areas. So who played well in the first and second halves? What were the key areas that drove the result for the match? Number two, stick around for some really interesting statistics, particularly about the Welsh side in this match. And then who were the key players from both sides in the game. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, please support the channel. Hit the subscribe button, like it, share it with your friends, and add comments underneath. So looking at the match, japers. Yeah, so Ireland scored a good try early, a good extended try by Jack Conan, establishing a 7-0 lead, and then a penalty to Gareth Anscombe, and then Ireland got another penalty to Prendergast, 10 points to 3. Pretty big momentum shifter there was the tackle by Gary Ringrose for Ireland, receiving a 20-minute red card. So obviously they had quite a big influence on the game. And yeah, so Gary Ringrose would be pretty disappointed with that. But yeah, I think that showed the signs that this Welsh side was not an easy side to beat. Maybe much tougher than a lot of people thought. Shortly after that, the Welsh captain Jack Morgan scored a pretty good try, and then obviously Anscombe, another conversion. The Welsh side leading 13 points to 10 at halftime against arguably the number one team, Ireland, in the world. Wowee. Guys, what would the odds have been on that? No one predicted the Welsh side to be leading at halftime. Crazy. I think that second half, look, Wales, again, they just showed that intent, didn't they? They spun it wide to Tom Rogers, and japers, how good was that try? From a demoralised, beaten up, bashed Welsh side that lost 14 in a row before this game. You know, to see a player like Tom Rogers just flying like Michael Phelps in the swimming pool, about 4, 5, 6 meters in the air, score in the corner. Hell of a try he got, wasn't it, guys? Very impressive. And then obviously this Welsh side leading 18 points to 10 against Ireland. Again, what were the odds on that? No one thought that Wales would turn up and compete like they did against Ireland. Obviously a good crossfield kick to Prendergast. Pretty good tap back by James Lowe. That was phenomenal. And then a pretty good try for Jamie Osborne. And then I just felt Ireland, they just hung in there. They're so mentally tough, aren't they? They showed composure, played a simple game. Prendergast, look, he kicked pretty well. He kicked a couple of goals at the end. Obviously, Ireland winning 27 points to 18. Whew, hell of a battle, though. I think one interesting thing for me was particularly the Ireland captain, Dan Sheehan, after the game, quoted, "That was exactly what we expected coming to Cardiff. It was a proper test match." Guys, is this Welsh rugby side back? Because they certainly took it to the Ireland side much more than anybody predicted. Ultimately, a good, hard grafted win to the Ireland side. But again, as I'm wearing my Welsh jersey, I'm just stoked. I think world rugby needed this. Wales are back. It's good for the Six Nations rugby competition to have genuine test matches, and I'm sure even a lot of Irish fans, some would have wanted to win by 40 points, but some will be pretty happy with the performance by Ireland and actually putting some heat on Ireland, so they had a hard grafted win at 27 points to 18. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this Welsh side. Secondly, I think you look at some of the match statistics, which were really interesting. Obviously, a hard-grafted good win to Ireland in the end, but some of the stats, so possession and territory, 57% to Wales versus 43% to Ireland. Territory, 51 to 49% for Ireland. So Wales, they slightly beat Ireland in that regard, which is fantastic for Wales rugby against such a powerhouse in Ireland. The tackle success rate, obviously Wales at 92%. So, really positive there for Wales, showing some really attacking intent. And conversely, they put some heat on Ireland. You know, Ireland is one of the best defensive sides in the world. But, you know, the Welsh attack taking it to Ireland only at 84% tackle success rate. So, yeah, put some heat on the Irish, it shows, guys. The penalty count, actually pretty even, so 12 penalties to Wales and 11 to Ireland. Whew, wow, some of these stats. Defenders beaten, 32 for Wales versus 12 for Ireland. Wowee, guys. 32 defenders beaten by this Welsh attack. Apers, that Welsh side came to play, guys, didn't they? And offloads. You know, traditionally Wales, you know, down on confidence, lost 14 in a row, you know, scared to offload. 13 offloads by this Welsh side versus 7 for Ireland. 13, guys. Oof. Key players from me to watch, guys. I thought, first of all, and Wales in a time like this, they needed leadership. That Welsh captain, Jack Morgan, obviously he scored a pretty good try, but yeah, he was phenomenal in the game, showed some leadership, showed some fight for that Welsh team. The other one I thought was really good with Gareth Anscombe. You know, I just felt in previous weeks, you know, this Welsh side, you know, so capable. They brought some physicality, and then they just seemed to not have that confidence to execute plays. But this game, they brought that physicality. When the space was on, they took it to Gareth Anscombe. His leadership. And look, his passing, you know, his passing was accurate. He ran good lines. He put Welsh players in space. And suddenly that Welsh side, you know, they scored a couple of good tries there, and they really took it to that Ireland team on attack. Can't all be raving about this Welsh side, and I hope that's not going to come across like that to the Ireland followers. But again, so I'll give that Ireland side some real credit, the spirit and toughness they showed. And the one player from me, Sam Prendergast, look, that young fly half, look, I thought he showed real maturity, composure. He ground out a good win for the Ireland side. His game management was good, you know, and his leadership was really good. Again, his goal kicking was really good and accurate, and just a really tough, composed performance by him. So, guys, let me know your thoughts on him. Is he now the number one fly half for this Ireland side? He's certainly been in some good form, so let me know your thoughts on that. Look, in summary of the match, guys, let me know your thoughts on it. You know, what won Ireland the game in the end? Certainly they were composed. They showed some good defence. You know, is this Welsh side back now? You know, it shows some real positivity for the Welsh side. And I think in previous weeks, probably what's been quite disappointing from me, like, Wales is a tier 1 rugby nation. You know, the number one sport in Wales is rugby. They love the game, the passion, the culture. And I just think in the last, you know, year or so, these performances, you know, this is not what we expect from a Welsh side that has so much passion, so much potential and positivity in a side, you know, and this performance from them was just fantastic, wasn't it, guys? Physicality. They took it to the Ireland side. When space was on, they shifted the ball. They really showed some attacking intent. So, again, guys, let me know your thoughts. Is this Welsh side back for good now? You know, are we expecting potentially even better performance? Guys, let me know your thoughts on who the key players were from the match. And, guys, if you've enjoyed this video, you know, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and add some further comments on what you thought about the match. Cheers.